Revelation 4724. From the 27th of August 1949. The Catastrophe and its Consequences. Neighbourly love. You will all return to a very primitive state of living, for only this will make it possible to motivate you into helpful neighbourly love, which alone can redeem you. Then all people will have the opportunity to be lovingly active, although it depends on free will to what extent the opportunity will be utilized. And thus humanity will very quickly want to improve their living conditions again, and this, depending on every individual person's will, by just or unjust means, for only few will want to be of service while the majority will want to be served, and at the expense of their fellow human beings attain prosperity again, if only for a short period of time, for the end will follow soon. However, whatever precedes the end has been determined for eternity. A partial destruction on an inconceivable scale will affect large stretches of land and claim countless human lives. These people, therefore, will have met their end, yet their death will still result in their soul's entry into the kingdom of the beyond. The last hour for this world has not yet arrived, when the gates into the spiritual kingdom will also be closed. The survivors, however, will still be granted a last reprieve, an extremely difficult earthly life which can nevertheless be called a time of grace, as it still enables many people of good will to gain higher maturity. The huge event should make all people thoughtful and let them seek unity with God, but only a few will derive benefit for their soul by commending themselves to their Creator and Father of eternity and appeal to Him for mercy and help. And they will indeed be helped. For there will be great and widespread hardship, so that outside help cannot be expected. People can only help each other, and in their neighbourly love they will be strongly supported from above. They will be able to accomplish works which are in fact beyond their strength. Yet the will to help will gain them an extraordinary flow of strength. The will to help will also have beneficial consequences on them, so that the helpful person will receive spiritually and physically what he would like to pass on, and thus his own adversity will be remedied too. The strength of faith and of love will clearly become evident, and every human being can ease his fate by considering his neighbour and not just his own hardship. This great adversity comes upon you in order to revive love, for only love can redeem you, and it grows constantly colder the closer it gets to the end. And anyone who is still able and willing to love will not be depressed by the hardship, but will overcome it himself by virtue of his love for his neighbour. Even so, there will be much suffering everywhere. People will be torn apart, they will no longer hear from each other, and everyone will then have the opportunity of using all his strength to alleviate the difficult situation in his surrounding area. And a human being can achieve much if only he calls upon God for support and desires help for other people. But anyone who takes advantage of his fellow human being and tries to benefit from his adversity will in the end belong to those who will be devoured by the earth. On the last day he will belong to those who will be condemned, because they had become true devils, and will have to share the fate of the one who will be chained up and banished into the new earth for an infinitely long period of time again. Amen.